someone ever hands you flowers randomly in public, they're not free. So this was the night that my fiance and I went to the Jonas Brothers concert. And after the concert, we were just kind of hanging out of the and after the concert, we were just kind of hanging out around the Rogers Center, just waiting for the crowd to clear up a little bit. So when the crowd finally cleared up, we just kind of started walking towards the subway. And as we were walking towards the subway, there were these 3 old women, and honestly, they looked like the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. And like, that was the vibe that they were giving off. So all of them were holding flowers, and one of the sisters handed my fiance, like, was it 2 dead roses or 3 dead roses? They were like borderline dead. And he took them and he was like, oh, thank you. We just got engaged the day before, and so we thought it was like kind of like a cool thing because we just got engaged the day before. We're walking towards the subway, mind your own business, while I'm on my scooter, he's walking, and we're waiting to get on the elevator. And as we're waiting at the elevator, the Sanderson sisters are right there behind us, and they looked at my fiance and they were like blowing kisses and they were calling him like a sweetheart and stuff. And so I don't know, I start getting bad vibes there because they just made me feel like something sus was going on. So then we get on the elevator, and so there's the 5 of us and then plus like one random woman came on. So like we're like tight together, and I hate that because I'm claustrophobic, and I was kind of like panicking, like I was trying to like hold my breath. And when we got on the elevator and the doors closed, they look at my fiance and they put out a hand and they're like, I'm gonna need some money for that. And so he was like, oh no, like no thank you, like you can have these back. And he handed them back to her, and then she said F you, and they got really aggressive. And at that point, I'm wearing my engagement ring and I'm just so nervous. I'm like looking in my little scooter basket and I'm like, are they like gonna like pickpocket us right now? Like I'm just like, what is happening? And so we're in the elevator with them and they're talking in a different language to each other, and they just like really freaked us out. And so they got off the elevator, walked away, and we went the other way. But oh my gosh, it was terrifying. And like after that, I remember hearing like a story of somebody saying that something similar happened to them, but like it got really violent. So thank God we didn't end up in a situation like that. But I guess moral of the story is that if you're ever approached, do not take flowers from people because you never know what their intentions are. And like it makes me really scared to think like if I was there by myself, what would have happened? Like I know they approached him, but like me being on a knee scooter, I'm very vulnerable. So if this ever happens to you, just say no thank you and walk away because it's not worth it.